Good day, YouTube. This is J Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on MindMed. I've talked about them on the channel here a couple times, and as you can see, I have some shares here. I have some more in a retirement with a real crap cost basis. I was going to buy some more, but it's having a run today, so I'm going to wait. But this is MindMed, ticker MNMD. Used to be on over-the-counter. I can't remember the ticker, but I'll go ahead and list my other videos in the description so you can watch those as well. And I started following this one a while back. I can't say his name. Mr. Wonderful off of Shark Tank is in this one. I talked about that on a previous video. But this is MindMed, ticker MNMD, and as you see, I have 12 shares here at a cost basis of $3.26. If you don't know much about this one, it's in the psychedelics. It's the neuropharmaceutical company. Discovers, develops, and deploys psychedelic medicines to improve health, promote wellness, and alleviate suffering. If you don't know much about this one, go ahead and research it. Watch my other videos. That's a really interesting products. It treats people with anxiety, kind of depression type of mental therapies. They were going to start using it for people addicted to alcohol addictions, treat different addictions. Always a bunch of research coming out about this one. That's why I got into it. Kind of a it's not an MJ stock, but it kind of goes along with some of the MJ plays that I'm in. If you follow my channel, you know I'm into about every MJ stock out there. Just actually did a couple videos in the last couple days, and just did one on Neptune Wellness. You'll have to check that one out as well. But back to MindMed, been around since 2019. Volume of 2.5 million, average of 4.1 million, and a market cap of 633 million. 52-week low of $1.51 and a 52-week high of $5.77. Next earnings on March 30th. The pre-market looks like I've tried buying this one at $1.94. Currently it's $1.68. So almost glad that one didn't fill. $1.92. There's probably low bottom a little bit, and then it's came down a little bit. So I think I've looked at this one before, Cybin, in the past. Might have to take a look at that as well. But back to MindMed. If you want a little bit more diversification outside of some MJ plays, you can take a look at MindMed. I find it kind of interesting. There's some other psychedelics out there as well. This is the only one that I currently have, so. But Bing is currently showing it as a buy. MindMed, why investors shouldn't get rid of MindMed stock in 2021. Hello? So again, why you shouldn't get rid of MindMed in 2021. And the last trading session, and this is a little bit older, so just going to kind of skim through some of this information, but it shows kind of some of the history in regards to a couple days ago. For those of you that are interested, you can feel free to pause and go over this. But at 52-week high of 577. Offering almost minus 231.61% off of that amount, and the 52-week low is $1.66. There's some ratings. We'll go over some more ratings here at the end. Here's some more about some trade information, and we'll go over more of that here in depth. Thinking of investing in MindMed Medicine stock, read this first, and this is dated on the 17th. So rose in the last check on Friday on 12/17. The stock price was down minus 2.19% from the previous. Strong demand from buyers drove the stock to $1.61. Actively observing the price movement and recent trading, the stock is Boeing in the session at $1.65, falling within a range of $1.64. So I'm looking to buy some more of this one in my retirement. We'll see if it goes down anymore. I mean, you could get quite a few shares for $100 and just let them sit and do their thing. But if you have $100 you don't need, that's how I look at it. Just throw it at it and see what happens. You never know. This could be a $7, $8, $10 stock. It's not going to happen overnight. It could take some time, but just a thought of mine. Again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. You'd have to do your own due diligence and figure that out on your own. But investors are eagerly awaiting this quarter's results, scheduled for March 30th, 2021. I don't know why this shows past information, but here's some ratings on 100% sell. Mr. Wonderful talked this one up, and I've talked about it several times here on the channel, and I see the potential behind this one. I mean, for $1.60 stock, you can't really go wrong on it. So, and if you're going to go see the new Matrix, you can leave that in the comments. It looks like a pretty decent show. So, here's 52-week low of $3.36 and a high of $10 based on these prices. It's down 108.7% off of the current price, whereas the price has to move 521% to reach the yearly target high. That's crazy numbers. We'll see if it can do it or not. MindMed FDA issues a clinical hold on initial IND submission related to phase 2B trial of LSD. So right there is why a lot of people stay away from this one, but research it. It's really interesting to see what it does with anxiety and all kinds of other things, instead of using all the man-made other, what do they call synthetic drugs out there that who knows cause what in the long term. And these are a little bit more natural approach, as they talk about. So, but the FDA has placed a clinical hold on the IND submission intended to support the initiation of the phase 2B trial of lysergic acid diethylamide for treatment of generalized anxiety disorders. Right there you are. CEO of MindMed said, "We remain highly confident in the therapeutic potential of lysergic acid diethylamide to usher," or if you're an Usher fan, you can say Usher, and a new treatment paradigm for these disorders, and we look forward to working closely with the FDA to satisfy all outstanding concerns as rapidly as possible. MindMed is the clinical stage biotech company that seeks to discover, develop, and deploy psychedelic-inspired medicines and therapies. And there it goes over down in the pre-market. MindMed provides a status update for IND for Phase 2 trial. It's kind of some of the same information. This is dated again here today. So again, it's a leading biotech company developing psychedelic-inspired therapies. Today announced the FDA has placed a clinical hold. And I did not see any information in regards to how long the hold is going to be. A little bit more about GAD is a chronic, often debilitating mental health disorder that affects approximately 6% of the United States adults in their lifetime. Symptoms of GAD, which I guess I haven't heard of, include excessive anxiety and worry that persists over 6 months. So take that into consideration. There's probably more people added to that pool last year in regards to the pandemic, but which can lead to significant impairments in social, occupational, and other functioning, according to the National Institute of Mental Health. While there is a substantial diagnostic overlap between GAD, major depressive disorder, and other major mental health disorders, there has been very little innovation focused on the treatment of GAD in the past several decades. This goes over a little bit more about MindMed. Executive team brings extensive biopharmaceutical experience to MindMed's approach to developing the next generation and psychedelic-inspired medicines and therapies. MindMed trades on the NASDAQ under MNMD and on the Canadian Neo Exchange, MMED, and is also traded in Germany, MMQ. There's some forward-looking statements. I'm just going to scroll through that. And there's some websites over here on Reddit from their psilocybin R&D collaboration. That's 3 months ago, so nothing updated here. On StockTwits, currently at $1.68, low of $1.55, a high of $5.77. This is good for your portfolio, down 10.44%, downtrend sliding 3 consecutive days on December 14th. View odds of this and other indicators. Cashed out at $4.90. Been monitoring ever since. Sometimes you can find, there you go, LSD. Not bad ratings there. About 5,000 more, nearly at $1.51. Lowered my average to $1.90. 2022 will be our year. Let's go. Hopefully for you. So that's a lot of shares. And over here on tip rings, currently at $1.68 with a moderate buy, 2 showing a buy. And I love these ratings, currently in 383% upside to $8, a high of 10 and a low of 6. So if that happens, I will be sitting pretty, even though I don't have a whole lot here and I'm above the current price. If it drops back down to here, I'm definitely going to buy some more of this one, but still kind of waiting to see. This is where it uplisted on the major exchanges back in April. Like I said, it was over the counter when I first started watching it, and ever since then it just really hasn't done anything. It's just other than slip down the staircase here to what it currently is. So if this is the bottom, I couldn't honestly tell you. It's low today of a 151, and that is the 52-week low of $1.51. So maybe I'll put in an order, I don't know, 8, get it up to 20 or 30 shares and see what happens at $1.51, see if it hits. But that would definitely cut this down. But if you have MindMed, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you want to share on this one. And if there's any other psychedelics out there we could take a look at, that would be interesting as well. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.